Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Not a treat for you today. Today, I'm in Beamish, the Natural History Museum, set in the 1900s-ish. Again, the facts are the facts is we don't know, so we're going to have a look around Beamish. So if you don't know what it is, it's like a village. Yeah, like a village, yeah. I don't really want to say, I'll just show you around, yeah. So, it's like set in, as I say, set in the 1900s, back in the days. Exactly what it used to look like back then. So, I'm going to take you around and have a wee look around the 1900s, back in history. We're going to take a walk back in time in Beamish. So let me give you another little fact about this place, yeah. It is quite busy, yeah, and it's like, what, Tuesday morning? Lots of people, there's a guy dressed up there. And a wee Beamish hat and that, yeah, so there is lots of people already sort of queuing up down here. Here's a fact for you, there's not a chance in hell that I'm queuing up, so let's just walk straight down here. Yeah, so you go down the right if you've already got a ticket, yeah. So you can miss all the queue out down here by just walking to the side, yeah. So we don't have a ticket, yeah, but we'll just walk down anyway, yeah. So I'll give you a fact. The ticket price, I've no fucking idea what that actual ticket price is, yeah. But I know once you buy a ticket, it's already valid for a year, yeah. So there you go, we'll have a look around.
Where do you want me to be?
Excuse me. Through the gift shop and that in here, yeah. So this is the Beamish gift shop, yeah. So what they have in here is pretty much tat. You know how we like a bit of tat and that, yeah. So here's all the tat. It's all based on the history of Beamish, yeah. So I'll give you some information on history. So back in the 1900s, Beamish had Pepsi, yeah. So they make all their own little jams and stuff like that, yeah. And Beamish, yeah. So if you like jam, Beamish jam, yeah. We can buy coal. They're selling coal, yeah. I thought they just a bit of coal in that, innit? So they also have the wee Beamish teddy in that, yeah. So you can tie on the hat, and they've got like a little mirror there for you to sort of tie on there. Large sort of pig hats there in Beamish, yeah. So they have quite a lot around here, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you around the start of Beamish, yeah. So the start of it is right around there, yeah. So you come through the gift shop, yeah. So you can come in that side or you can come in over there, yeah. So there really only is two entrances, yeah. But what I just done there was I was just waffling on because I never bought a ticket, yeah. I just exited through the gift shop as the way you exit out here, so I've just pretty much broken in to Beamish. So here we are, back in history, yeah. They have a Beamish bus, yeah. A bit of BB, yeah. So you can
got the bus on the way back.
Get on all these buses. You don't need a ticket. You just sort of hop on and off the sort of buses, and they have like a tram that goes along down here. So that's the start up there, yeah. That's where we didn't buy a ticket, yeah. So we're just going to take a walk around. Maybe we'll catch a tram or a bus into fucking Beamish, yeah. So you want to head left once you enter. No matter if you buy a ticket or not, you head left, yeah. You take a little walk. There is the bus stop, so the lazy people will all stand there waiting for like something along these lines to come, yeah. And they are all dressed up like tards I say tards, like people back in the day. So back in history, they're all wearing that clobber. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't wear that, but they look all right between amongst themselves, like not once everybody else is around them and that, they look a bit dafty. But some people get proper involved in it and wear like the daft hats and that. I should point out, today in Beamish is National Swingers Day. So if you're wearing a straw hat, it means you're part of the swingers groups here in Beamish, yeah. That's why I'm not wearing one. But there's a load of guys behind me with straw hats taking part, yeah. So we're heading our first stop. We're just going to walk down, we're not going to be lazy, yeah. We're going down to the pit village. So what they have down here is some stuff, yeah. What I do know, they definitely do have a school, yeah. So if you're banging into schools, there's a school down here, yeah. They also have shops, cafes, everything's running like it would back in the day. So you can come down here, get some dinner, get some lunch, a little coffee. They have a cinema. Granted, they don't have the new films or nothing. They have like a shit film, I guess. But here we have Davy's fried fish, yeah. So here is an actual fact of a fact. I believe this is the only fish and chip shop running on coal, yeah. So they fry the fish by heating coal down here. And Davy's fried fish. I don't know who Davy is. I don't know if even Davy is frying fish. But if you want coal-fired fish and chips, Davy's has got you covered. And yeah, the price is going to be ridiculous because that's what always happens in these places. You'll get a little tadpole with a couple of chips for 40 quid, yeah. So come down to Davy's fried fish and get ripped off. So the queues for the fish shop are massive. So what I suggest you do is you wait till somebody buys their fish and chips and you just steal it and you run away, because most people down here of an age that are probably not going to catch you by stealing their fish. So I'm not going to go inside and show you Davy's fish and chip shop, yeah, because look, there's a bit of a queue there, yeah. So we'll just wait outside till these guys buy fish and chips and we'll steal it off this guy here, yeah. We're going to steal some fish and chips. So that's just entered the coal in it, yeah. So this is where all the coal trains used to be, you know, that run on steam and that. So I don't know if you knew this, yeah, that steam trains used to run on steam, yeah. So they do have a couple trains knocking around, yeah, inside, which I'll take you inside. So they have that building over there. That's where they used to process the coal, I believe. I don't know the facts of the facts, yeah. They might have processed coal up there, they might have not, but you can also just look for yourself, yeah. So here we go. We have some steam trains and coal trains, I guess, yeah. So you're not allowed to go on the train, yeah. But if you want to go on a train, go on the train. You have my permission to just climb aboard. Well, as I said, I don't think you're allowed on the train, yeah, but what's the point of having a train if we can't stand on a train, yeah? There's not really much to an old train, really, just a whole load of rust in it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see what's happening in here, yeah. We're standing on an old train, yeah, so if you've ever wanted to see a semi-handsome guy standing on an old train before, there you go, I'm on a train. How dark it was in there, I don't know what you could see, yeah, but yeah, there's some trains in that, yeah. I don't know if she's part of the show or not, or she's just dressed up for the occasion, which I don't know why you do that, that'd be a bit daft. Oh, do you work here, do you? No, she just ignored me, yeah, I don't know if she works here or not, or she's just dressing up. So there we go, daft woman dressing up for the day, yeah. So we'll head over to the coal thing, yeah. It definitely is a coal thing, that's definitely a fact, yeah. Because it has the little coal barrows that roll up and in and out and they fill them with coal. You can see it from here, yeah, so it's definitely a fact for you, finally. A fact of a fact that's actually fucking factual. So here we are at the start of some coal. Yeah, so at the bottom of the stairs there, there was a pram just abandoned, yeah. A little kid with a dog, and she's like, "Are dogs allowed in?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what the pram's for, yeah. You put the dog in the pram and then you just wheel the dog up, yeah." And she believed me, so I think she's trying to get the dog in a pram, yeah. My God, you'll never believe what I found. I can't believe it. I found some coal, yeah. So I was bang on. There's a guy that works here. So you got any information for me from her?
Information? Well, that's real coal.
It's actually real, so it's not plastic coal, yeah.
Yeah, that's genuine coal. It's actually Welsh steam coal.
Welsh?
Yeah.
So it comes from Wales?
It would come from Wales originally, yes.
So they ship it up here. Why use Welsh?
Because it's steam coal. So basically, when we were using steam coal here, basically that was the source where we get the good quality
So
coal.
the coal up here is terrible?
You can't get it now.
So you can't get, well,
So
what's that?
That's sitting in there. That's sitting in there.
So that,
and it's been there a long time. And it's not going anywhere. It's never going to get used. It's just there as an exhibition.
so the value of that's just gone up then?
I don't know how much it's about 800 weight there. It's never been, it's nearly half a tonne there, so thick end of half a tonne.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. So if you want to get your money back for the ticket, just grab a couple pieces of Welsh coal, yeah. This bit here is where they arrive with the coal from Wales, I guess, yeah. So they load it up and I guess they bring it in here.
Are you a YouTuber?
Not at the minute, mate. Just stand around. There's that dog that was in the pram earlier on. You know, the one that says dogs are allowed in, so you just put in the pram at the bottom. That's a wee dog, yeah. Even in Beamish back in the day, they had sex toys. Look at the size of that sex toy. It's amazing that you think stuff like that's a recent invention, but even back in the 1900s, if it even was the 1900s, they had big giant dildos outside. How much more we need to see of coal? Yeah, I think you see one barrel of coal. We get enough of the coal, yeah. So around here, there is something, yeah. There is a little hut, yeah. So you can walk round through the woods and go to a little hut. But I'm thinking, let's just skip the hut, yeah. Let's go back round. We can have a look at the school and some houses. We can see how they used to live in Beamish, and I think we're going to find some more people dressed up sitting in the houses, so let's go and have a look. I should just say, yeah, it is pretty cool though, having all this old stuff. We're only at the start, we're not even right into the actual cool stuff, yeah, like the high street with the bar, which is still open, so you can actually still drink in the bar, yeah. So if you're an alcoholic or like history, this is probably a good place for you to live, yeah. Yeah, I should just say, don't forget to like and subscribe, yeah, do all that stuff. But the parking situation, it's free to park round there, yeah. And if you don't have the balls just to walk in and don't pay for the ticket, there is a golf course down here. They can just climb a wall and get straight in. So if you're like me and really tight and don't want to pay to come in, yeah, well, there's the options for you just to jump a bush and that, yeah. There is a few options for you to eat round here, yeah. Like Davy's Fish and that, and they also have like the bake cabin, yeah, which doesn't really have anything that interesting, yeah. It's like pastries and sausage rolls for 45 quid, yeah. So if you like paying for pastries, overpriced and that, yeah. Well, maybe not quite the 45 quid, yeah, but they don't look the best, do they? Like a little cabin with pastries is not my ideal of lunch, yeah. So let's go round to the first house, yeah. Have a look at the old history of Beamish. So this looks like some kind of office set up, yeah. So obviously no one was living there, this is some kind of office. So it's just office. Can't really explain anything about the office, yeah. We have an office, yeah, so upstairs we go, yeah. Private area. And an old bedroom in the office. So as I said, they still got all the stuff around in that. The beds, they do look noisy, yeah. So I'm guessing back in the day you really had to wait till everyone left the house, if you know what I mean, yeah, because everybody'd hear you. Or see you, I guess, because there's two beds in the same room, yeah. quite low ceilings, yeah. And that's the staircase, so it's quite nice again. So private, so definitely not allowed in there. Pre-fat. I don't know if that's Welsh or not. I'm guessing it is because it's linked to the coal. It's like an old courtyard around here. I'm not going to go in every house. Once you've seen sort of one house, yeah, all the houses look the same. It looks like they've got some kind of pizza oven going over there, but I don't see any pizza, yeah.
I like the saying on the blackboard says children should be seen and not heard.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, I fully agree with that.
So there we have some women still working from the 1900s. I bet you her retirement pension's going to be good. So they've got some vegetable packs out here. So if you forget to bring your lunch, yeah, you're pretty much covered. You can just steal some vegetables. And there's a fire going through the back, so you can make yourself a jacket potato down here for free, yeah. Granted, the toppings are going to be cabbage on jacket potato, but beggars can't be choosers, yeah. So here we go. With the cabbage in that, yeah. So these houses do look a bit modern, not quite original, yeah, but still nice down here. We'll head into the Methodist church. So we're heading into the church, yeah. So I don't know if you've been to a church this old before, yeah. I'm guessing back in the day, this was also where everybody thought it was a safe space, so where that kind of stuff started, yeah. So there's probably a lot of trauma in here, and I'm saying 1900s, yeah. 1880, so 1800s, yeah. So again, the facts are the facts. Well, I was wrong again, yeah, but I was close enough. There's got to be something down here for the 1900s, yeah. So there we go, guys, a church, yeah. I don't know if you've seen a church before, but I've showed you one. I'll show you a bit of the history in the church, yeah. Like cups and saucers, some old books in that. I guess maybe these were the sort of priests back in the day, ministry of nonsense. So right outside the sort of church and school area, yeah, there is a bus stop which takes you straight back up into the town centre, yeah. It's which is where we're heading, yeah, but it does get quite busy, so there is a bit of a wait for the bus and trams and that, yeah. The walk isn't that far, yeah, so if you can walk, just walk it, yeah. Don't wait around like a prick, yeah. Guys, so I'm going to take you into a school, yeah. I'm sure some of you watching this are probably not allowed in schools anymore, yeah. So here we go. The school, yeah. I believe, I don't know the facts of this. It could just be a boys' school. I don't know. But it's unlikely, as it is quite a small place. So I'm guessing probably mixed, yeah. But again, the research you can do your fucking self. I'm not going to take you into every room. Once you've seen sort of there's some women dressed up, yeah. Yeah, she used to be a teacher back in the day, yeah. So once you've seen sort of one room, yeah, you kind of know the vibe down here, yeah. So a lot of benches and a lot of like nothing really, to be fair. They have a dead duck, yeah. So things have got an interesting. Got a dead duck, yeah. So things are livening up down here. We've got some dead animals down here in Beamish. So there's everyone getting on one of the old buses, yeah. Again, I don't know what that is over there. Refreshments, toilets, band centre, yeah. And some other sort of refreshments. So you are pretty much covered for overpriced shit around here, yeah. So I think we'll just take a walk into the centre unless we can grab a tram up here. We're definitely going to have to get one back, so I have to show you what it looks like on like an old bus, yeah. So I'll be back. So here's the problem here. Once you get up here, they do have tram stops, but the entrances are. So normally everybody is already on the trams and buses and that, yeah. So don't expect to be just jumping straight on, yeah. if you got a skateboard, yeah, you could hold on the back of it, yeah. So this is the bus depot, where they have their old buses and trams, yeah. So I don't know if you do call it a bus depot if it's got a tram, yeah. But there you go. So that's where we're heading, down that way, yeah. I think it is about a 10-15 minute walk down there, yeah. On the tram or bus, yeah, just a couple of minutes, yeah. I don't fancy hanging around waiting like a loser, yeah, so we'll carry on walking and I'll stop along the way if there's anything interesting. Open top buses. I don't know if that's like a new edition because I've never seen anybody on one of them before, yeah. Not like when you look online and stuff, yeah. But anyway, they have a toilet, yeah. I know I said I'd be back if I found anything interesting as I was walking, yeah. And I've not really found anything interesting as I was walking, so yeah. There's the visitor map, yeah. I could read it out to you, but you could just pause the video and just have a wee look for yourself. So I'm back again, yeah. I found something semi-interesting for you. They got like a, I'm going to say theme park. I mean, park, yeah. It's tailored towards kids and that, yeah, but again, if you're a giant kid and want to go on a swing, yeah, like, there's nothing stopping you, yeah. So I'll take a walk through, I'll give you a quick look what they have in there, yeah. I believe it's tokens, so you got to buy tokens, you just can't pay cash, you got to queue up like a bell and buy some little plastic coins, yeah, and then go on your swing and that, yeah. So I'll be back in a second, have a look around an amusement park. Pulling up to the amazing amusement park, and there is adults on the ride, yeah, so I know I was maybe joking there, yeah, but it's here just now, yeah. So if you feel like you want to get on, there's already idiots on there, yeah, so you're not looking like an idiot on your own, yeah. So there's the swings, there's a little kid shit, yeah, even smaller swings, yeah. But they have the horses over there, yeah, and a slide, yeah. So granted, it's not the best, yeah, of stuff, yeah, of the coconut shy there. Let's see if the wee guy can knock off a coconut, yeah. I don't think he did, yeah. I think he missed. Oh, Jesus. He's got limp wrist, yeah. See, he's not the best, yeah. But if you're good at the coconut shy, get yourself down there, yeah. So, there's the horses, yeah. Prices, I don't know what it costs to go on. Something like that. But again, you can't just look online yourself or come down and find out, yeah. And then we have another little scam there, yeah. You know, the one when you've got to throw the ball in a jar that never lands in a jar, yeah. So you have all your rip-off shit down here, yeah. So I'm heading to the town centre. I'll be there in a second, so I'll be back. So we're actually getting to the interesting bit, yeah. We're in the main high street, yeah, with an ice cream shop. Ignore the ice cream shop, that's a bit as modern as back in my trainers, yeah. So let's take a look at the old history of Beamish. So obviously, there's no one living here, yeah. But all these places down here, majority of them are shops, yeah. So they've got a bar down here, they can sit and have an old pint, yeah. When I say old, it is actually from the 1800s, they assured me that it's out of date, yeah. So you can come to Beamish for a pint and get the shits, yeah. So I wasn't actually joking, yeah. It's called the Sun Inn, yeah. And it's an actual active bar. There's a guy drinking lemonade there, yeah. Passing off lemonade as beer in here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
So here we go. Proper old rustic bar. Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fabulous, thanks. Just having a look at your old bar, yeah. What was your name?
My name's Kat, what's yours?
James. What was your favourite thing about working in Beamish? What's your favourite part to visit, if you do visit anything outside your bar?
Outside the bar, well, I was going to say the bar. I think that The mine is really cool.
Well, the mine, we've just been down to the mine.
Yeah, the mine is actually really cool.
Found it a little bit dull, yeah. But I think this is probably
Have you
the
been to the
best
sweet
thing.
shop?
I've been here full time, yeah. But not with the camera, yeah, so we're pretending today. We've never been here before, yeah. Thank you, Lynn.
Bye.
I think her name was Lynn, I can't remember, yeah, but there's Lynn in the bar. Might be Lynn, might not be Lynn, yeah. So they have the old stuff, like the old shops and that around here. And there's a newsagents over there. I say newsagents. It's where they used to make the newspapers, the Beamish news. They couldn't make much in the news back in the day. In Beamish, yeah. Like somebody's cabbage has been stolen. So we're in the shop, yeah.
Do you know what this is?
They've got all
So you would wash your clothes, like in a
the old sort of looking
like roll on
boxes and stuff. How it used to be packaged back in the day. They got all the old tat that never survived history. So there you go, an old, probably a Singer sewing machine and a bike. £10, 10, 0. I don't know what that is, yeah. It's probably like Monopoly money, yeah. An old sink and stuff. It's pretty cool though, isn't it? There's your old bath there, that's what they used to bath in, isn't it? And shade it as well, so you have actually got it lucky now, you don't have to share mucky cold water like the Beamish did, yeah, so history has been good for some of us. There's the newsagents. I'll give you a quick look, yeah. When I say a quick look, we're not going in yet. Like, again, there's not really much in there. I'm not going to bore you with what a newspaper used to look like, yeah. But what they do have, which is always busy, it's got a queue here, yeah. They've got an old sweet shop, yeah. They're even dressed back in the day, so they have all the sort of old hard sweets and stuff. You know, like hard candy and stuff like that, yeah. Not queuing up, just to show you, because if you're interested in Beamish, you should be coming on your own and having a look and sending me the pictures of the sweets, yeah. So they've got a bank, yeah, we're going to the bank. You just point out, they also have the rip-off tat store, like just everywhere, yeah. I think they're selling like shit like jam and that, yeah, so 20 quid jam, 40 quid jam, be prepared to get ripped off for jam. Right, so here's the bank. So this is what a bank used to look like, and I don't know what you're thinking, we don't have banks anymore, yeah, but you ever go with an old one, yeah, we can't even get a TSB in the estate anymore, but Beamish still open for business, yeah. So if you can't get to your TSB, yeah, come on down to Beamish and do your banking. So the bank has a prison, yeah, you won't believe it, yeah, this is where they used to lock up people and that, yeah. So if you were caught stealing, they'd lock you up here and do lots of like weird sexual things to you, so that's actual history, yeah. So this is what the vault looks like, yeah. Not a lot down here, as you expect. It's a vault, yeah. So a quick look there in the vault. So they've got a Masonic Hall, you know, the place all the paedophiles used to hang around. So they got one of them, yeah. You know, all the conspiracy theorists believe it's all part of some weird cult, yeah. So let's have a look. If there's anything weird happening in the Masonic Hall, and guess what? There's nothing weird happening in here, yeah. Oh, you conspiracy theorists, oh, they live an eye in that, yeah. So they have the Masonic badge and that. Nothing untoward, guys. So you're not allowed to sit on the throne, yeah, which is a bit unfortunate, yeah. We have a guy dressed up in his Masonic gear and that, yeah. He's done a little chat and that, yeah.
They went and had a look around.
Yeah, he's not really a public speaker here, but so if you want to listen to him, come and have a little listen on your own, yeah. So they got more memorabilia around here, yeah. So they got some amazing glasses. If you like glasses, yeah, but I can really give a shit, yeah, but they've got glasses and tumblers, yeah. So if you want to see a tumbler, a Masonic tumbler, yeah, or a Masonic glass, come down to Beamish Masonic Hall and look at tumblers. Yes, but the high street is cool. This is my favourite sort of part. so far of Beamish, yeah. The only problem is they have all these like shops and stuff, and they are just so busy. It does take forever to sort of get in a place, yeah. But they have a cinema, yeah, over there. I don't know if you need to see what a cinema used to look like, but we're going to the cinema, yeah. Here's a fact for you, an actual fact, yeah. I thought Tom was coming there. It's actually funded, a lot of this, by the National Lottery. So you know, every time you play the lottery thinking you're going to win, and nobody ever wins, and they just keep your money. So some of that comes to help fund Beamish. So here's a little cool thing, yeah. You can actually get your hair cut in Beamish, yeah. I say cool. It's probably really expensive, and they're probably not even trained hairdressers, yeah. They just let anybody get involved in the hair, yeah. I know a girl who once went bald from getting her hair done in Beamish, yeah. So here's a cafe outside the cinema, yeah. So they have the old booths. Oh, an old jukebox, yeah. Yeah. So it is pretty cool, yeah. I once had a latte from here that nearly burnt my fucking mouth off, yeah. Obviously not trained in making coffee either. I know I'm on about coffee quite a lot, yeah, but it was genuinely probably the hottest coffee I've ever had, yeah. So let's have a look at this cinema, yeah. So here we go. It's not as old as I was expecting, yeah. It is genuinely just a new cinema, yeah. So there's actually no one in here, yeah. Normally they have some really shit bit of information on for you to listen to, yeah. It doesn't last long, it's only like 15 minutes, but a long, boring 15 minutes of some nonsense, but it does look quite nice in here, yeah. We have a couple of guys over there just lingering around weirdly over there, yeah. So I'm going to get out of here before something mental happens, yeah. So they have a cinema. Yeah, pretty cool, yeah. It'd be better if they actually showed a decent film, yeah. There's the little milk bar, yeah. Apparently, all the milkshakes are made from breast milk. So come down, try your breast milk milkshakes here in Beamish. So they have all the old appliances down here. And surprisingly, not a lot of women in here that you'd expect to be looking at appliances. Kind of looks like Smeg, yeah. I wonder if that's where Smeg stole the design from. Like an old cool cooker, yeah. Feels like slate. There, yeah. Some old other tat, yeah. So again, before Spotify and stuff, this was your Spotify back in the day, yeah. An old rally bike.
Did you ring them?
They also have a toy store, yeah, which has got most of your modern stuff in here, yeah. You got Beamish, a Beamish Cluedo, yeah. So if you really are a bit boring, yeah, you could buy yourself Beamish Cluedo, yeah. And they do have some old stuff. They're old toy cars, yeah, that your gran used to probably play on as a kid. And they are all genuinely old. They have a Singer sewing machine there. So everything in here is quite old, yeah. So if you were a burglar and came down here at night time, it'd probably be worth a visit to Beamish. Keep the burgling talk down, yeah. They've got a police building over here. And this is more modern, sort of, this police building. This is probably the one that's funded by the lottery, yeah. So this is the side to sort of head down, yeah, because everything else is a bit same-ish, yeah. So let's go and have a look at a modern police building built and funded by the lottery. You know, all your money that you put into the lottery, you never win. This is what I get you, yeah. So they do have a police hat, yeah. Apparently you're allowed to just take them home with you because there's nobody watching you. So if you want to just take them Give my permission just to take a police out.
Oh, that's cool.
Another private part, yeah. Let's have a look at what the policemen have. Oh, no, do we brush in that? You're not the best of rooms. There you go. You can look at the window there. It's pretty much as you expect an old shitty house to look like.
Yeah, we had a similar one to that.
Back in the day.
Probably slightly thinner.
Oh, so they have lunch available for you, yeah. Actual pickled onions there, yeah. So I'll go back to the veg lot, yeah. When you're stealing the food from the allotment, yeah, you've got yourself a pickled onion to go with that, sort of compliments available as well, yeah.
Right.
And I pulled it onto my head.
There's a lot of them. But some people dressed up there pretending to be in the 1800s there, yeah. It's a long day, innit? Listening to people talking about police houses. So yeah, we'll walk round the other side now, which I think they've got a bowling green here. So things are liven up even more. They found a bowling green. I can't believe our luck. But there we go. A bowling green. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a bowling green before, because again, they are dying out. Bowling greens are dying out. Beamish is keeping the history of lawn bowls alive. So if you're struggling to find to play bowls anywhere, dive a couple of hours to Beamish, yeah, and play some bowls, yeah. For free by the looks of it as well, yeah. So you don't even need your own bowls, yeah. Another allotment, yes, some more free food down here in Beamish, yeah. So there you go, some more free shit, yeah. So jokes aside, yeah, they do have a lot down here. They've got a music shop above where they do the toys and all that, the electronics. I don't know if they were all electronically used back in the day. I'm guessing they probably were. So there is a lot that I'm not going to go into yet. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. Well, you're not going to do it yourself, and if I'm just walking around going to every building and you just get to be lazy, yeah. Now come down, have a look at Beamish. Probably don't come down in the summertime, yeah, because there is just queues people everywhere trying to get some lunch, yeah. Which I think is quality fish and chips. It's probably debatable, it's probably not very quality, but you can get it. So we found a bakery as well, yeah. An actual live working bakery. Not based on the past, yeah. Doesn't really look. A bit of shortbread there, yeah. It's not the best of bakeries, yeah. But they have a bakery, yeah. I just caught a guy arguing with his girlfriend, yeah. They called her a silly cunt behind her back, yeah, but should we tell her? Finally found one of the trams, yeah. Coming through the town centre, yeah. This is pretty cool that it's still got that up and running, yeah. And again, they are free to get on, yeah, so you don't have any extra ticket for the trams, yeah. You just jump on, yeah. They have a lot of jam available here in Beamish, yeah. I didn't know the Beamish liked a bit of jam, yeah. So lots of jam here in Beamish. Jam and tram. So they've also got some tea rooms, yeah, which you probably can get some afternoon tea around here. But they have this bandstand area, yeah. I'm sure at some point of the year they have a Beamish band playing some suspect music, yeah. So it's a nice area to sort of chill out here. There's obviously no band on today, or you would hear a band, yeah. I'll tell you what, you can actually smell the tea room. It smells alright. It smells like some kind of Jamaican party or something, yeah. So yeah, get yourself to Beamish for an afternoon tea, yeah. It's probably busy, so expect to be queuing around, yeah. Right, so you'll be pleased to know that we actually got one of the transport options down here. Granted, it's not the tram they're probably expecting in as I keep on saying to you, it's better looking at it and being on it so you can get a look in the background of what a tram looks like, yeah. I was going to walk, it was taking forever, yeah. But we've got one of these little buses, yeah. There you go, a bus, yeah.
Only when you pass it.
So we'll show you the bus trip out of Beamish, yeah. So
There you go, you get the
you're welcome, yeah. Here we go, moving on the bus in Beamish, yeah. I'll give you a look around, yeah. I know it piss a lot here, yeah. But it is actually quite nice, yeah. That's a sort of train station down there, yeah. I'm guessing something runs still, yeah. It takes you past amazing amusement park, yeah. So it is only a couple of minutes on the bus, yeah. It's like a 15-minute walk back in, yeah. And they'll be after. It's quite hot today, yeah. So we're getting the bus back down, yeah. And I'll be back at Beamish. The top tips, how to get here for free, yeah. We're off the bus, yeah. The bus goes down back to the village with the school. And so there we go. We've had a wee trip on the bus in Beamish. Can't really come here and not getting a bus or a tram, but again, it isn't too bad walking around, yeah. So this is us heading back to the start of a little day out in Beamish, yeah. A little Tuesday day out in Beamish. All jokes aside in that, Beamish is a cool little place. I genuinely do like it. But the only thing is, once you come here, pardon me, more than once, yeah, it does get a little bit boring, yeah. A bit boring Beamish, yeah, but as of days out and little cool villages and that, there's quite a lot. The kids are probably not going to like it down here, yeah, history and that, but don't worry about that. Fuck them, fuck them off. If you want to come down to Beamish and enjoy it, the kids can just suffer. So come on down to Beamish, yeah. Before I go, yeah, access points to Beamish, free entry points, yeah. I have been in this before. If you just walk around the left hand side of the car park, yeah, it just takes you right round there, so you can just jump in for free, yeah. I'm guessing there's loads of free points, yeah, because who wants to pay for a yearly ticket to Beamish? How many people are going to come here for a year, yeah? So do what I did, come through the exit through the gift shop for free, yeah. So we love it in Beamish. You're welcome, see you next time.